Have you ever seen someone walk into a room and instantly capture attention without saying a word? Have you wondered how some people effortlessly build influence, attraction, and trust in minutes? Here's the truth. There are powerful psychological triggers you can activate in everyday life that are so effective, they feel like cheating. Today, we reveal the top psychological tactics that work so well. Even psychologists warn, use them responsibly. The power of mirroring. Mirroring someone's tone, body language, and pace can create subconscious rapport almost instantly. People feel understood and more connected to you, even if they don't know why. Subtly mirror posture or speech patterns during conversations. Don't overdo it or it'll seem fake. Silence. After a question. Ask a deep or unexpected question, then go silent. The pause triggers discomfort that compels honesty or oversharing. This is a favorite technique in therapy and negotiation. Ask with genuine curiosity. Silence is powerful when paired with calm eye contact. The Ben Franklin effect. Want someone to like you more? Ask them for a favor. Weird, right? But doing something for you makes their brain think they must like you or they wouldn't have helped. Start small, like borrowing a pen or asking for advice. Using their name frequently. Psychologically, hearing one's own name creates a spike in brain activity and positive emotion. It builds familiarity and trust quickly. Use their name in greetings, during key points, and when wrapping up. Anchoring with emotion. If you consistently bring someone joy, laughter, or calm, they begin to associate you with those emotions. That's emotional anchoring, used in advertising, therapy, and influence. Don't just entertain. Be the emotional reset button in their day. Creating scarcity. People crave what's rare. When you're always available, you lose value. But when your time and energy are limited, you become more desirable. Be present, but not predictable. Let them wonder just a little. Mastering eye contact. Not creepy staring, but holding eye contact for 2 to 3 seconds longer than usual increases trust, confidence, and even sexual tension. Smile with your eyes. Soft, focused eye contact is disarming. The law of contrast. Want to seem more impressive? Show contrast. Dress sharply in a casual environment. Speak calmly when others are loud. Be kind in a rude world. Don't follow the crowd. Create subtle contrast with your environment. The yes ladder technique. Get someone to say yes to small requests first, and it's easier to get agreement on bigger ones later. This is often used in sales, but it works in relationships too. Start with questions they agree with or things they already want. Control the frame without force. The person who controls the frame or context of a situation often controls the outcome. Be the one who sets the tone. Don't just react to it. Use phrases like, "Here's how I see it," or "Let's look at it this way." Confidence through stillness. Confident people move less. They don't fidget. They take up space calmly. When you're still and grounded, people perceive strength and presence. Practice slow, deliberate gestures. Eliminate nervous tics. Speak slowly with purpose. Fast talk can signal anxiety. Speaking slowly with rhythm and pauses makes others lean in. It's a dominant communication style used by top leaders and speakers. Breathe, then speak. Let silence work for you. Leave on a high note. Psychologically, people remember the peak and end of an interaction. If you end an interaction on a positive, elevated emotional note, they remember you positively. Make your goodbyes memorable. Use humor, warmth, or a personal compliment. Show vulnerability strategically. Sharing a small personal struggle or insecurity sparingly can build instant trust and authenticity, especially when paired with confidence. Let them see you're real. Don't be perfect. Be relatable. Touch with consent. Touch is a powerful trigger. A brief touch on the arm or back during laughter or reassurance builds emotional connection quickly, if it's welcome and respectful. Read body language. If they lean in, touch is likely appropriate. These wisely. These psychological triggers are powerful. They can build trust, attraction, and influence quickly, but they can also be manipulative if used with the wrong intent. So, use them with honesty, kindness, and self-respect. The Zeigarnik effect. People remember unfinished tasks more than completed ones. If you leave a story or point unresolved, it sticks in their mind longer. Use it in conversation. Remind me to tell you what happened next. And leave a little mystery. Unexpected compliments. Generic compliments like "you're pretty" are forgettable. But saying, "you have an amazing energy about you" hits differently and memorably. Compliment something they're unaware of. It shows you pay real attention. Power of because. People are more likely to comply with a request when you include the word because, even if the reason is basic. "Can I borrow your charger because my phone is dying?" triggers agreement faster than asking a loan. The foot in the door technique. Start with a tiny ask. Once they say yes, they're more likely to say yes to something larger. Ask for a small opinion. Later, ask for their support or time. High-value scarcity show that your time and attention are earned, not just given. People want what's rare and respected. Be friendly, but don't overextend yourself. Set clear personal boundaries. Assumed connection act as if you're already close. It sets a tone that people naturally follow. We're wired to mirror the emotional energy we receive. Speak like a trusted friend, not like a stranger. Delayed gratification. Frame rewards or outcomes in the future, you'll really like where this is going. It creates anticipation and investment. Casual name dropping. Mentioning someone of mutual respect without bragging builds perceived value and trust. A mentor of mine once said, "Makes your point sound more authoritative." Controlled mystery. Don't reveal everything at once. Leave breadcrumbs. Humans are curious by design, and mystery builds intrigue. Give just enough personal detail to spark more questions. Active listening. Most people listen to reply. When you listen to understand, people feel truly seen and valued. Paraphrase what they say to show real engagement. So what you're saying is, posture dominance. Stand with open shoulders, feet shoulder width apart, chest slightly out. This signals confidence without a word. Time constraints. If you tell someone, "I only have 5 minutes," they'll often value your words more, and it creates urgency. Labeling technique. Call out someone's behavior positively. "You seem like someone who really thinks things through." People want to live up to labels. Speak in stories, not facts. The brain responds 22 times more to stories than facts. If you want someone to remember you, speak in narratives. Warm vocal tonality. How you say something often matters more than what you say. A warm tone builds trust even in difficult conversations. Intentional pauses. Before you answer, pause briefly. It signals thoughtfulness and control. Make people feel chosen. Say things like, "I don't usually share this with most people." It makes them feel unique and closer to you. The compliment sandwich. If you need to give critique, sandwich it between two positives. This increases the chance it's heard, not rejected. Mystery boosts desire. When people don't know everything about you, they fill in the blanks. That's often more powerful than the truth. Predictive statements. Say things like, "You strike me as someone who's deeply loyal." When you describe someone positively, they want to align with that identity. Reframing negatives. Turn a weakness into a strength. "Yeah, I can be quiet, but I like to really listen before I speak." Scarcity of access, not personality. Be kind and warm, but don't be available all the time. The combo is powerful. Mutual secrets. Sharing a personal story encourages others to share theirs. Secrets bond people fast. Peak and rule. People judge experiences based on how they felt at the peak and the end. Always end conversations with emotional warmth. Respect over pleasing. Trying to please everyone makes you forgettable. Being respectful, confident, and direct makes you magnetic. The we effect. Using the word we instead of I or you creates a subconscious feeling of unity and partnership. Say things like, we'd probably get along well, or we both know how that feels. Mirroring emotions, not just gestures. While physical mirroring builds rapport, emotionally mirroring is even more impactful. Match their emotional tone, excitement with excitement, concern with empathy. Progressive disclosure. Reveal personal details gradually, not all at once. This mirrors how real trust builds and keeps the other person intrigued. Micro expressions. Mastery. Learn to read tiny, quick emotional expressions, like a flash of jealousy or surprise. Responding to these subtly makes people feel deeply understood. Assume attraction with confidence, not arrogance. Assuming you are likable without being cocky influences how you behave and how others respond. Walk into interactions expecting interest, and you'll often create it. Conclusion. Now you know the secrets most people will never understand, but don't misuse them. Influence is power, and true power is quiet, respectful, and controlled. These tools are incredibly powerful, but they should always be used with emotional maturity, consent, and positive intent. When used ethically, they help create trust, connection, and even romantic attraction without manipulation. Subscribe, like, and comment for more psychology-backed content that helps you grow your confidence, charisma,